This understanding that we came to is not a Seventh-day Adventist original. It's not an Ellen White original. It's a understanding that many of the prominent church fathers understood. The point. Does anybody know who John Gill is?
He was an English Baptist pastor / theologian.
You are an A student, Deontay.
Clearly can read. Come on, preacher. Make it point.
Yes. John Gill is Baptist. Look at what he said. And by the way, this is from this website, studylight.org. You can see commentaries on everybody, what everybody says. And here's what it says, but lo, Michael. As a matter of fact, I got it bigger for you. It says this, but lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me. How did the Baptists understand what that verse meant? It says, it called in the New Testament an archangel, the prince of angels, the head of all principality and power, and is no other than who?
Christ.
The Son of God, an uncreated angel, who is one or the first of the chief princes, superior to angels in nature, name, and office.
Come on.
He came to help Gabriel, not as a fellow creature, but as the Lord of hosts, not as a fellow soldier, but as general of the armies in heaven and in earth, and superior to him in wisdom and strength. And he helped him by giving him fresh counsels, orders, and instructions, which he, following, succeeded. So it's not just Seventh-day Adventists that believe this. We have John Gill, one of the forefathers of Baptists, that believe that Jesus Christ is Michael the Archangel.
Did we not say that? That sounds very familiar, what we said.
Anybody know this guy? Matthew Henry?
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen.
He's a Presbyterian.
Do you know anybody who's Presbyterian?
Oh, mercy.
I know.
Well, anyway, if you know anybody who's Presbyterian, this is what he said in his commentary of the verse. Here is Michael our Prince, the great protector of the church and the patron of his just but injured case. The first of the chief princes. So this is how they're interpreting Daniel 10:13. The first of the chief princes. Some understand it of a created angel, but some understand it of a created angel, but an archangel of the highest order.
Yeah.
Others think that Michael is the archangel, is no other than Christ himself, the angel of the covenant and the Lord of the angels, he whom Daniel saw in vision. He came to help me, and there is none that holds with me in these things. Yeah. Christ is the church's prince.
Come on, preacher.
Angels are not. He presides in the affairs of the church and effectually provides for its good. He is said to hold with the angels, for it is he that makes them serviceable to the heirs of salvation. And if he were not on the church's side, its case were bad. But says David, and so says the church, the Lord takes my part with those that help me. The Lord is with those that uphold my soul. So the head, one of the forefathers of the Presbyterian church said that. Anybody know this guy?
That's the father of Methodism, yeah.
You John get an A for today's class. John Wesley. What did John Wesley say? Well, on that same website, studylight.org, you can see what he says about that verse. And if we fast forward to verse 13, but the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 120 days, but lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, and I remained with the kings of Persia. And when he talks about Michael, it says, Michael here is commonly supposed to mean Christ. John Wesley, the father of Methodists, understood and believed that Michael was Christ. This is not just a Seventh-day Adventist thing. Anybody know John Calvin?
Yeah. Oh, man, you going in.
He was one of the forefathers of the Presbyterian church as well. You guys know anybody else that's Presbyterian?
Come on.
Well, John Calvin said this. It says, the 12th chapter commenced, as we stated in yesterday's lecture, with the angel's prediction as to future state of the church. After the manifestation of Christ, it was to be subject to many miseries, and hence this passage would soothe the sorrow of Daniel and of all pious, as he still promises safety to the church through the help of God. Now the part in blue. Daniel therefore represented Michael as the guardian of the church.
Come on.
And God had enjoined this duty upon Christ.
Come on.
Christ. As we learned from the 10th chapter of John, as we stated yesterday, Michael may mean an angel, but I embrace the opinion of those who refer to this person of Christ, because it suits the subject best to represent him as standing forward for the defense of his elect people.
Come on, preacher. Come on.
He is called the mighty prince because he naturally opposed the unconquered fortitude of God to those dangers to which the angel represents the church to be his subject. And you may read the rest. He goes in. And if you want the sources, they're on your screen. You can just take a snapshot, rewind to this part. It is all there. So I just wanted to share that with you. This understanding that we came to is not a Seventh-day Adventist original. It's not an Ellen White original. It's a understanding that many of the prominent church fathers understood. So just wanted to share that.